Hello traders and welcome to PL Capital's Market Review. Today is Thursday, January 19th, just before 5 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to look at the US dollar, euro, S&P, Nasdaq, oil, and natural gas. So let's get started. Looking at the 1-hour chart of the US dollar index. My last video, I had thought that the fifth wave was done, but I was wrong. They made one more wave down, so we were over here somewhere. They brought it back down, another 3-wave up, and then they took it for one more 3-wave down. So now it looks like, to me, I see five waves. To have confirmation though, once this 102,899 level gets taken out, then we know that this final wave down will be done. So right now we've got one strong up, got like a 1, 2, 3 ABC correction. So I would expect at minimum to come up and break this top. And if for some reason there's one more wave down, or they're extending this fifth wave of the fifth wave, then they'll just come up here and then they'll start coming back down again. But eventually one of these is going to end this fifth wave here. So as it stands right now, there are 5 waves, but like I said, 102,899's got to get taken out. So we're right in the middle here, and I would expect that they're going to come up at least one more time and break this 102,481 level, and then we'll see if they can take that level out or not. So keep an eye on these two levels here. And then looking at the euro, same thing. They took it up one more time. What I think now is the fifth wave. Confirmation that the fifth wave is in is if they break this 107.66 level. Then this whole 5 move up will be done, and then they're going to be starting a much bigger correction here. So again, they're right in the middle, and if they were to break it, then I would think that that they're doing some kind of an ending diagonal inside of this fifth wave. So you'd have 3 there. Some kind of, they might come back down here, but then they would come and break it. So then we'd have 3, 4, and 5 going back up. So one of these two levels has to get taken out for us to know what they're doing in this little area here. All right, let's look at the S&P. So yesterday on Tuesday rather, they set that high, and now I'm going to zoom in here, actually down to a 15-minute. So they're coming down pretty strong. They were coming down in 3 waves. So 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 1, 2, 3. Almost broke the top, but didn't. Reversed it. And now this is where it gets a little tricky. There's like a little running flat in here. So it's going to be tricky here, because this could be 1, 2, 3, and then there's like a little baby 1, 2, 3, and then there's a little running flat here for 1, 2, and 3. So this whole move could be in. This whole move, this could be the entire leading diagonal, which means you got your impulse down, and now we need some type of correction. And so far we've had there's a little running flat coming up here. So we've got like a 1, 2, 3. That could be all the correction. I don't know that. I mean, if they're going to be super aggressive, I mean it satisfies the requirement. We've got 3 waves. It comes into this zone. I'm almost expecting them, like, this is going to be the A wave coming down. Maybe the B is already in, or maybe they kind of chop around and give us a 3-wave B, and then we get one more move up, maybe higher or whatnot, to correct all this, and then we come down. And then at that point, we'll know, or that wave down will tell us, is this, let me zoom back out, is this all going to be correction for all of this? Or are we starting a down move and we're going out to take the low? So this area in the next few days will be critical in telling us what they plan on doing here. So if we look at the Nasdaq, so it set its high on Tuesday and then just basically has been straight down. I mean, so if we just go back to the S&P, so, like on the S&P, we had these little waves here and then we fell. But the Nasdaq just, as soon as it hit its high, choom, straight down. So, oops, let me go down to a 15. So, so we got one strong move, and then just like the S&P, we got this little running flat here. So we got 3 waves up. That could be enough, to correct this whole thing, and we're coming back down. But I kind of expect them to give a little bit bigger correction, come up at least up to here. So so that A, WB, and then give us some kind of a C wave, and then we come back down. So I'm expecting up to break like 11,453, this high here. I kind of expect them to push up a little, but to eventually get rejected, and we come down at least to break this low. So that's what I'm looking there. Oil, zoom out here. So oil's in, and let me go to this chart here. Oil, we got this move up, this move down, and then we just broke this yesterday. So we got 3 waves, but it's this wave, this wave up here that I'm trying to decipher what they're. It looks to me that we completed 5 waves right there on Tuesday. Then there was a sharp pullback that came down, and then we got like this little kind of choppy move up, and then a big sharp drop yesterday. So to me, this is looking like they're creating an expanding flat. So like here's 5 waves up to here, and then here's your A, B, C right into this zone where I would expect if they're going to go up. And then, sure enough, they're coming up really hard here. So I'm expecting them to come break this top. So this is the expanding flat correction, and now, so that'll be 1, 2, and just a matter of, because we've already got this move up and then this, I would expect this to be 1, 2, and then they're going to give a 3, 4, and 5, so that this will be like 1, 2, and then this is 3 up here. Because I'm expecting them to make an impulse here. Because I think, as I've been saying, I think this whole move down was just a leading diagonal, and now we're correcting that whole move down, and we should be getting 5 waves up, correction down, and then 1 more up before we head back down. So that's why I think this is going up. It's got to create a 3, and then we'll get a 4, but we can't come into this territory. Can't break 81.49. So that's why I think it'll come down to like here, and then that'll give us 5 waves up, correction up, and then down. So I'm expecting us to break 82.66 and push ahead higher significantly, at least up to I don't know, 86 or so before we get some type of correction for the 4 and then go back up for 5. So let's see how that plays out. And natural gas. So yeah, so they did, in my last video I was wondering if they were extending this running flat, and they did do that. So we've got this, 5 waves down, and now here's the A, B, C, and then we need, one more, to give us a 1, 2, 3 pattern. So if I zoom in here, on this little last piece here, I can see that they've got a 1, 2, and a 3, and then they've got a 1, a 2, and a 3, and then we made this running flat, 1, 2, 3, and they just barely broke the bottom here. So I see that's 1, that's 2, 3, and this third might be in, or they might push it down farther. So 3186 is the low for right now. That could be the end of 3, and then they'll come up for 4, but then we're coming back down for 5. So I wouldn't be buying here because it's, the 3, they still might push the third, we might be going down even farther to finish the third before we go back up for 4, but we're coming back down for 5. So might as well let them just play this out. It's not time yet. So we're at what, 3186, so they could definitely be eyeing, 3.0 if they want, or at least 3.15, something kind of a roundish number. But I see, we've got to come up for a 4 and down for a 5. It just depends on if this 3 is in. So got to wait for some more down before we want to start buying here. Okay, that's what I've got. Let me know of any questions. Thanks for watching. Good luck, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.